What's going on, Beamer fans? Welcome back to BeamerView. For today's video, we're going to be going over 5 pros and 5 cons on the BMW X3. So before we get right into it, we do want to say we absolutely love the BMW X3. It's a phenomenal vehicle. I personally myself would also see myself owning one of these. And keep in mind that even though these are all pros and cons, the vehicle is so amazing that I had to think really hard of any con that this vehicle actually has. Overall, the vehicle is a 10 out of 10. Number 1 is going to be the learning curve for the new technology. So over the last 2 to 3 years, the technology in all BMWs have changed dramatically. You can see that a lot of the buttons that we used to have for climate controls are now built into the system. There's a whole lot of different tech that's going on way over here. You can customize this whole screen. You can customize that screen. A lot of these buttons that you see right there, they're actually multifunctional. So a lot of them can do different things. But yes, the technology in the vehicle is a bit of a learning curve. Just to give you an example, for climate control, if I wanted to change things, yes, I could use voice command to do it, but if I want to manually go ahead and change the fan speed, I have to go into this button here. I have to click on this dial right over here, and doing that while you're driving, touching the screen is not exactly really safe. So that's why I always recommend just using your voice command or trying to learn how to use the voice command. But even that also comes with a learning curve in itself, because there are certain phrases that work and some that don't. But rest assured, if you follow this channel, we go over everything, so you're going to be in good shape. Number 2 con is going to be the fact of cheap plastics. So there was a lot of cost cutting done compared to the last generation X3. Overall, the quality and high touch areas is really nice. We do have a leather steering wheel here. This actually feels really cool. But then if you go over here to the left side, you do start seeing some cheaper plasticky feelings. You try to open up the door and then you have to touch this plastic piece every single day. Some X3s do have a more sturdier handle, which is what I would recommend. But even things like here, you can see some plastics here. A lot of plasticky material right here as well. Overall, it's not too bad. And I do understand a X3 being a X3, but even then, it's not a cheap car at all. So if there was a little bit less plastic within the vehicle, I think that would make the X3 a whole lot better. Number 3 is going to be my worst one of all time. This is the one that I definitely do not like in the vehicle, but something that a lot of people could live without. On the top, you cannot open up the glass portion of the X3. So in the past, it used to be that you could open up this glass, but now the only thing you could do is just move the shade, and that's about it. Granted, the benefit of that is that you do get a massive glass panel that goes way in the back, and then it goes way far on the sides as well. So that is one huge benefit for that. But I am personally somebody who uses the sunroof pretty much all the time, so I kind of wish that was still there. Number 4 con is going to be the fact that the BMW X3 has only one key now. So many of the BMWs, the X1s, X2s, X3s, some X5s, they are only rolling out with one key fob. Obviously, many people do prefer the fact of having 2 keys, because then if they have a significant other, then it makes key swapping very simple and easy and nothing complicated. But it is a bit of a downside for people who do prefer physical keys. Also, a quick plug. We are just about sold out in our BMW compatible key fob covers. But if you did need a key fob cover, the links for those are going to be right down below. Keep in mind, right now we are quite sold out, but inventory will be back in, so definitely make sure you stay tuned for that. Here's another con. So one of the things I did have to bring up is the fact that the X3 is a bit more new. And so software wise, you may get a few little kinks here and there. Granted, these do get resolved through software updates along the way, but the infotainment at times can get a little bit glitchy. It hasn't been something that has been so bad to the point where you could get frustrated, but at times you'll notice that your phone doesn't really connect. Keep in mind, one of the quickest ways to resolve this, if you have a glitched out screen in your BMW X3, is to simply hold this button down for about 30 seconds while the engine is running. If you do that, it will just quickly reboot the computer and then just resolve whatever is wrong with it. You may only have to do that once in a while, but definitely make sure that if you do have one of these vehicles, to make sure you keep up with your software updates. All right, now let's jump into the fun stuff, the 5 pros of the BMW X3. There are so many great things of this vehicle, so let's see what they are. Number 1 is going to be the BMW favorite, and that is going to be the drive of the vehicle. I personally have driven the BMW X3 so many times, and the drive never gets old. The BMW steering is just out of the league compared to any other brand. I literally just drove a 2014 BMW X3 and it still blows my mind as to how amazing the steering is. And that's no different for the new BMW X3s as well. Steering wheel feel, granted this is a M Sport vehicle, so it has the fancy steering wheel here. But the grip you get on the wheel, and then combining that with just the way that the car handles corners, how great the pickup is, how great the engine is. The engine's super reliable, and it's literally just so easy to drive the car. Even if you're in comfort mode, all BMWs have different modes through my modes right over here. Even if you're in the main standard mode, which is personal, the vehicle still handles in a nice sporty way. But if you were somebody who just loves the thrill of a BMW, you also have the sport mode way over here that you could use to get even more responsiveness out of your BMW X3. So the drive is phenomenal. I can almost guarantee you that it will drive better than any other SUV compared to its competitors. Number 2 pro that I love about the BMW X3 is going to be the fact that it comes with Digital Key Plus. So I would say a good 70% of BMWs now are starting to come with Digital Key Plus. What that is the fact that your phone itself could also work as a key to operate the vehicle. You could just leave your physical key at home. Again, some people prefer this, some people they don't. But it does make it so that you have one less thing to carry or worry about. And then now you just operate your BMW just through your phone. Number 3 pro is going to be the fact that the technology in the car is really nice. So a bit of a double-edged sword. It does take a long time to learn how exactly to use the technology. But I will say that once you get it down, it is probably one of the most beautiful things in the whole world. If you weren't really sure where to start, I would actually start by learning all the voice commands, because if you do that, you will completely forget about the fact that the BMW X3 lacks more buttons and whatnot, because literally you can just say set the temperature to 75 degrees and then your BMW will do it. And also you can hold this down to get Siri or Google Assistant, and then what that will do is allow you to make phone calls or text messages to whoever you need to, all completely hands-free. Another thing to mention is going to be that the BMW X3 is a perfect size in my opinion. BMW X3 sits right on top of the BMW X1, which is a great SUV if you are somebody who drives in the city or have to go through really tight roads. But it's also smaller than the BMW X5, which could seem a little bit too big for many people. If you are somebody who commutes in the city or in the suburbs, or if you're just looking for a car that literally just has the perfect drive, the BMW X3 will cross off all the boxes. It's very practical, very nimble, and also very spacious. So it does a great job of just combining everything. An X3 is a great car to just kind of throw around in the corners, but at the same time, it's also a great car if you had to luggage a ton of different bags to the airport. And granted, many of the seats, especially in the back, this whole row can just completely fold down. And then you could also remove the cargo cover, which is also back there. And that too can just open up the space a whole lot if you needed to. And even then, if you needed more space, you could always get roof racks on the top if you needed to. Another pro is going to be the fuel efficiency. Fuel efficiency in the BMW X3 is unbelievable. It ceases to amaze me how well BMW is able to not only make really powerful cars that drive extremely well, but they also do the opposite really well in terms of fuel efficiency. I've been driving these cars for so long, and it's crazy how I can sometimes just drive 100 miles and then it would not even crack a dent inside the fuel meter located right over here. A lot of these cars can travel up to 500 to 600 miles on a single tank, and depending on how you drive, you could really maximize the fuel within the BMW. Not only that, you also have drive modes right over here, as mentioned before. You could also go into a more efficient mode right here if you wanted to save even more fuel in your BMW. And one of the last pros that I love about the BMW is the fact that you can customize things. Now, not only can you customize the BMW itself, you could customize the steering wheel, the seats, you could customize the dashboard, you could customize the color, and many different technology features, such as the remote 3D view, which is going to be this right here, or the 3D view I should say, or even driver's assistant professional, where the car can almost drive itself. Not only customizations in terms of that, but also in terms of the ways that you can customize the screen itself. So even on this BMW screen, say for example, I kind of wanted to switch up things. I could click on this button right here, the settings button, and then I could even change the content locator right here to different types of content. I personally like to keep music there. Not only that, I could go over to layout and then I could change the different layouts located right there. And then not only that, but if we shift over here to this side, this whole side you could customize a little bit as well. You could change whatever widget you want to show here. You could also customize these different shortcuts to whatever you want. So these are my different pros and cons for the BMW X3. Granted, as I mentioned before, phenomenal car. Probably one of the best bangs for your bucks. One of the best driving BMWs of all time. It is actually one of BMW's top sellers, and for good reason so. It totally deserves that spot. But the X3 is not perfect. There are a couple of little things that may get to your attention, but I will say that no matter what, if you compare this BMW to any other ones within the same class, the BMW X3 will simply just blow it out the water in terms of an overall package. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out the links right down below to support the channel. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all for the next one.